Sup? Your boy's tired, as always. Oh, and today is the last day of my vacation. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Oh no. Oh no. It's amazing how fast time flies. Jeez, I really want to call them tomorrow and be like, yo, I'm gonna need another, I don't know, month. Me being lazy. All right, so I'm going to go into, well, first, let's see how much I have left in the mother box. I have three of these in the mother box. We'll do the keeping the balance thing. And then I'll go ahead and, actually, I should probably go ahead and load up on security plan. Get those resources and then figure out what I want to do from there. I put the badge list on there and that'll probably come towards the end or like the last 30 minutes. I'm not going to be on super long today because, I need to go cook breakfast for my daughter. Why is that? Why was that the thing that happened? That feels very different than what normally happens. Wait a minute. Let me see. Bup. Oh yeah, I took Kid Flash rank 11 yesterday too. It was awesome. My YouTube isn't activated. Why isn't my YouTube going? StreamerBot has been a pain. I don't know what's going on with this thing. All right, there it is. Boop. Okay, was that guy now? Am I saying hey guy now? What's up, guy? I think that's coming in now. StreamerBot is being weird. Sup? Oh yeah, okay, so that's Spike too. All right, what's up, Spike? Okay, sorry, StreamerBot's looking a little bit funky. Yeah, we can do this again. What's up, Daryl? How you doing? I don't know why my voice went that way. I have no idea. All right. So, Ashnur, I'm sure I'm saying your name wrong. What's the best gift for Mr. T? Rank 10 him today. Someone asked that yesterday. It's blah, blah. I can speak English words. Somebody asked that yesterday. I used 4 speed, and I want to say attack. I can double check very quickly. But I think I used 4 speed on him because I want him to get his turns out as fast as possible. Oh, you just got, okay, cool. No, because the chat itself didn't reset. It's fine. It's my system itself. I do need to, maybe that'll be my Christmas gift to myself, is building a computer. So I put HP on him to help with survivability. This is an HP piece that used to be an attack percent piece, but I moved it because I'm not really bringing him here for attack. I don't know yet, Hinch. I'll get you in a sec. But the speed gear is because I want to get his abilities, his advanced attack, well, not his advanced attack, his sphere attack out there as soon as possible, get him as many turns as possible. So I'll put him in speed. But there's a debate there. There's a debate where you could say that you would want to put him in attack. I don't think it's great because, again, I had attack percent pieces on him, and I was seeing some attack, but it was like, nah, it's better to put on somebody else. So I would recommend speed. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, and like I said with anybody else, if you do have that space, I think I have it here. Yeah, attack bonus. If you do have it, it's good there because his ultimate is based off of that attack too. Poison team, I don't know if I like him yet because better you put the more bass if that voice, young man. You better put even more bass in that voice, young man. Whoa, I almost kicked off a light. My voice has been the subject of conversation a lot in the past week. All right, so anyway, actually, I keep. I know I'm not gonna do it. All right, let me not say that. The poison team itself, I was excited about. Now that I am using what's his face, Swamp Thing in a more support role, like absolutely avoiding putting him in the front line, he is good. Someone asked Swamp Thing versus Aquaman. It's Swamp Thing. It's not even close. I mean, I think he's slightly better than Peacemaker, maybe, but that might be because I like the concept of poison anyway, damage over time. He does help activate Poison Ivy. I have found a use for Penguin since he's come about, and so I'm working on Penguin now. This needs to be developed, but As far as the Poison team, I don't know. I'm waiting on Cheshire when she gets here, and Dr. Poison. I think Dr. Poison is going to be the key because she comes out last. So when Cheshire gets here, I'll have a better idea. I think Cheshire's going to be good. I think Dr. Poison's going to be good. But at the same time, I thought that Swamp Thing was going to be good. One of his big hangups, and it's not even a hangup. I get why they did it this way. Is that his damage on his ultimate is based off his defense, and it's hard to stack defense up. It's hard to build defense outside of, well, all you can do is use substats. So you just have to have higher tier pieces, which might make sense as to why they did it to push us with getting some more money out there. But defense is substats in certain places, and you can add that, but that's so limited. And there's no defense bonus, meaning there's no defense percent anywhere. Well, you can do defense bonus here, down at the bottom, if you fully geared out, which also seems like it's trying to get in your pockets. But yeah, he's good, not great. If you haven't pulled him, I wouldn't feel upset about it. Well, Daryl, I am good. I have a long day ahead of me. Well, a long morning, let's put it that way. But no, I'm in good mood. My daughter and I yesterday, so I let her play Spider-Man 2. And when I tell you, she took to that game and now is obsessed with Spider-Man. It was the sweetest thing watching her because it felt like, it sounds so stupid. It sounds so stupid, but it feels like when, like, you know, those animal documentaries when the cub, the pup, whatever, is watching the parent do something, and then they try to start doing it and they can't do it quite right, but they're getting there, and then they're kind of excited that it's working for them. It felt like that. I was trying to show her the controls to Spider-Man 2. I wasn't letting her play the story mode yet. I was like showing her the controls, showing her what to do, and it was very easily like she was getting to it, she was messing up, getting to it. Then I took the dog out for a walk, I came back, she was like, so I saved this one person, and then I saved this other person, and then I saved, and she was like really, really, really into it. And I'm smiling like, oh, I'm raising a little nerd. She's going to be a little nerd. She's going to meet some guy who can't handle the girl being better at video games than him, and oh, it's going to be sweet. He's going to be so mad. DCU Soups and Mr. T is my 2 rank 10. What other characters should I use with them to build a best and main team? Well, that's a good start. I would recommend having on that, because I do that a lot. Mr. T typically goes with DCU for me. This is where you need to know, I need to know what the rest of your roster is. Because you can do, for example, sustain always. So you want a Pandora or you want a Kid Flash, right? Someone who's going to help heal. Second on that list, or like the next tier on that list in terms of someone's going to help you heal, is going to be Zatanna. Also because she'll put out Frantic on DCU, helping him hit harder. That is like the support side of it. Because DCU puts out Burns and because he puts out Dampen, Sinestro and Raven go with them really well, so you can build like a pseudo debuff team. Additionally, if you have Superman OG, this doesn't work towards the end game as much, but it might be because my Superman is ranked 9. You can put Superman in there, as well as Quiet as kept, and I do pull her in there a good bit. Starfire does go with that team very well because she puts out a lot of burns and she's superpower damage. I've had times, a couple weeks ago when they first came out, to be fair, I've had times where if I don't have a tank running and I put in Starfire, and I can use Mr. Terrific's Team Synergy, she's doing numbers equal to Wonder Woman. So you can put her in. Beware though, this is like one of those deep in my roster, I got her. Poison Ivy does superpower damage as well. She's one of the newer ones coming up with the Poison team, and poisons are also superpower damage in and of themselves. So that boosts the power of these poisons and it boosts her attack. You can use Jessica Cruz as well if you're trying to run some lanterns with them. I think she does have that superpower damage here on her basic. And she only has the basic and then the ultimate attack. So if you run Jessica Cruz alongside with not John Stewart, but Guy Gardner, who goes with that Justice Gang thing anyway, those two lanterns together, they can pack a punch. So yeah, it depends on what your roster has. Okay, so to be honest, the other two seem really important for the team. We need to wait. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm right there with Gabriel on that. We need like Swamp Thing. I feel like Danny DeVito is Tank Tank. Danny DeVito is an amazing name. I forgot that. He's awesome. Um, and then Swamp Thing is a support tank. Here's the thing. I agree with you, Gabriel. I wouldn't even put support in or tank in there. He feels like it might be because he's rank 8 and I need him rank 9. That might be it, but I don't feel like I can use him as a tank at all. He feels straight support to me. Should I take Deathstroke rank 9? I have enough 8th medals. My main team is Clock followed by Sacrifice, then working on Poison. To be honest, Deathstroke is amazing. And then when I think is it rank 9 or rank 10 where he basically doesn't have, it's rank 10. The sooner I could get him to rank 10, the better. If you don't have any others that you're waiting on, meaning because it's going to take up some resources in the sense of your elites. If you don't have anyone else that you're working on, like specifically now, I would go ahead and do it. If I could take him rank 9 now, I would. Granted, I have other legendaries that I would focus on first, but he's really, really good. I'll send you a video of my sister playing Fortnite if That's probably hilarious. I had to like remove some of the video games from my daughter because when she was younger, we were playing this sushi game where it was the three of us having to make sushi together in this restaurant deal to get it out. She was losing her mind. She was bouncing up and down. We got her. And I was like, yo, okay, you're going to have to chill out. Like, seriously, we're going to calm you down. Teach her to play Magic the Gathering so she'll never have money to buy drugs. I think I told you guys my technique for what I'm going to do with my daughter. So I love cooking a lot. So she's getting like all the best meals. I'm her favorite cook, according to her. I'm the best cook. So she's getting all the best meals, right? I have 2 master's degrees. I'm working on the 3rd. I code. I do all this stuff. My idea is to, if she's into men, whether she's into men, women, whoever, doesn't matter. Love her forever. And it shouldn't matter, period. I'm gonna set her standard for what a partner to be so high that no guy's gonna be able to meet it. Like no, like she's not dating any losers. Like, wait, you can't cook? What, you only speak 2-3 languages? I want her standard to be so high that she's gonna be like. Put it this way: when we were in the club, I had a friend who was like, let's code a game. I'm more of a data scientist than a game coder. But I did want to do one in JavaScript. I'm a Python guy though. But I had a couple of friends actually, super sweet women. Like when we were younger, in our 20s, mid-20s, and I first moved to Switzerland, and then I got divorced. I was hanging out with them as friends, and we were going out. And the way they moved and operated in clubs where they were just kind of like, a guy would come up, and they'd be like, nope, not interested, and then just not even give him a chance. And then he would try to say something, nope. There's 2 friends I'm thinking of specifically. And I was like, y'all are mean. And they were like, no, I don't have time for him. I don't want him. It's better if I say it like this and get him out of the way than to do anything else. And I was like, that's tough. Now with my daughter, I want my daughter that way. 100%. I want her that way 100%. She's going to the club to dance with girls with a bunch of bags, like in one spot where one girl's going to be sure to keep an eye on their bags and the jacket. They're going to dance. Some guy's going to come up. She's like, nah. I just want to buy you a drink. Nope. Nope. I'm saving you. I'm saving you. Get away from me. I have no time for you. That's what I want my daughter to do. Anyway. I know you hate those types. It's terrible. I want my daughter to be that. That's 100%. 100%. Of course you hate those types. Of course, everybody who's like I'm just a good dude, wanted to buy you a drink. Every guy who's like that and not really a creep hates them. That is what I need my daughter to be. 100%. Oh, jeez. I want that so bad. Rank 9 Pandora, rank 8 Sinestro, rank 8 Wonder Woman, rank 8 OG Superman, rank 8 Cyborg. I can't really speak on Cyborg. All other rank 8. Other epics are rank 6. So suitable with Mr. T's soups would be Sinestro, Raven if you can get her in there. Wonder Woman goes with everybody. OG Superman kind of works, but not really because he's a tank. Mission accomplished. I'm telling you. I'm trying. Not yet. She's 9. We're in the process of. I got 9 years of like building super high expectations. All other epics are ranked 6. File too big. I need Nitro. I need Nitro too, and I'm not about to pay for Discord. At least not in that way yet. Maybe if the channel gets bigger. Let's see. All other epics rank 6. Well, Pandora goes regardless because you're gonna need heals. You're gonna need some kind of support. Sinestro, his superpowers are going. His attacks are gonna be superpower damage. So yeah, he would go. Plus, yeah, Mr. Terrific and oh my God, DCU put out debuffs, so it does help that Stack of Fear situation. Raven would be the best in that, but it's not bad to have them. Good morning, Argent. What's up, Argent? So that would help. Anyone else in there? Does Cyborg do superpower damage? Because Cyborg is really good with survivability and reducing damage. I don't know if his actual powers are superpower damage or physical, because I don't have them. Nope, physical damage on that one. Advanced attack. Oh, he has superpower damage. Cyborg goes there. Cyborg would go there. He does grant damage reduction to the whole team. I remember in one of the digital universe. Wow, slow down. I remember in one of the digital universes. Yeah, I started CZN. I'm playing it now. It will probably not be a game that I put content up for because we were discussing it before. It's very PvE centric. And I did the same thing with Kaiju number 8, and it just ends up being people watching me play video games and making jokes. And I don't know that that's content that anybody really wants. Like every time I'm on here, people are asking questions, which is cool, what I like. You can ask me questions about CZN. It's not like that. It's just you got to play through the game. Cyborg does a really good job of damage reduction, so that will help you with survivability. You can have Pandora in there for your heals. Sinestro is another Sinestro and DC are your damage dealers, and then TCU. Did I really just name out a college that I've never had any interest in? Then Mr. T will be like your overall king controlling the thing. Think of Mr. T as a point guard, and everybody else is like filling in the roles they need for the team because he's controlling the entire floor. He's controlling the field. So I would put Cyborg in there. Okay. Back. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and go to security plan real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and put my week. So this is that tip I told you guys. Whenever your security plan is about to reset, which it has, make sure that your weekly mission, like my weekly missions, have another day. That's why I waited. I was done with the previous security plan. I got all the milestones, so I saved my weeklies so I could do this now when the security plan resets today. So we doing that right now. And then we get another boost. That's exactly what content creators do now, and they get it. Yeah, I know. But I don't like. I don't know. It feels like there's no engagement, and I don't do this for like the. I'm just gonna sound cheesy. This is like my fun hobby. I don't need it, and so I mean, I guess I could engage with it. Maybe I should play it online. I don't know. But I'm not really worried about the number of views. I'm worried more about like engaging with you guys. Like I would rather engage with 30 people online than to have 400 people watch me. Like it's just like, watch me do this stuff. I'm not, let me not poo-poo on anybody else's thing too. If that's what you do and you're having fun and you enjoy it and other people enjoy it, knock yourself out. I'm not judging that part of it at all whatsoever. I just don't know if I would want to do it. That's all. But if that's what you get down, if that's their get down, hey, have fun. You're enjoying yourself. Nobody getting hurt. So yeah. So now I have a bunch of these security plan milestones collected. So I have more encrypted tokens, super encrypted tokens. We got some gems. I just also took what's up, Demolian. We'll go with Demolian. We'll try that one. Hellos. So I did also take I think it was Mr. Terrific actually. I'm starting to work on getting him to level 300. That's what it was. So we'll clear this other stuff from security plan. Then we'll pull in the features. I should get an epic now. The epic that I do want is Poison Ivy. I just bought some of Poison Ivy's. I went to the League Shop, and this is where the Flash thing came in, Kid Flash. I went to the League Shop, and because I luckily have just like throughout the last Demolion. Okay, Demolion. I'm going to say it wrong, but thank you for the... Is it phonetic spelling? I think that's the word. It's not syntax. Phonetic. So I went to the Elite Arena, and you can only buy one of these, but I went ahead and bought it because that would only put me, 5 away or 10 away, and then I bought these. So now I only needed 20 of his frags to take him to rank 11. Did that. Now with Poison Ivy, if I pull her now, which I probably won't because I really want her to come through. If I pull her now, then I only need to use 5 of my 8th medal, and I could take her rank 10. That'll be nice. So let's watch me be disappointed together. Yay. And I need to do 5 of these to complete one of the milestones in the Swamp Thing event, and this also helps get my guarantee counter up for legendaries. To give you an indication of Swamp Thing, I am not gonna be upset if I don't pull him again. It's totally okay with me. In fact, I would like for the guarantee counter to get up there and maybe not pull him. I think this should be my epic here. Come on, Redhead. Not gonna happen. Oh, it happened. That's what's up. All right, so the desired thing actually worked this time. And I say that it does work from time to time. And now we'll put Mera in here. I think it's Mera. Yeah, because I want her to run with her husband, Aquaman. So now we have this ready. Poison Ivy has proven herself to be a beast. So I need to have 300 of these shards. Auto select, I have 200 now. And thanks to security plan, we will have some of these chests. This will give me 50 more elite shards, sorry. So now I need another 50. I need to go to this. Oh, perfect. We do this, and then we do this. Okay. Just part of the daily stuff. I think I'm gonna let this, let's do it now. We can get it all. We can always get the gold back later, hopefully. All right, so now we come back over here. Nope, that's not that. Here, I still do that. I've been playing this game long enough. What's up, DJ Gomes? I've been playing this long enough. I should not still be making that same mistake. Where are you? So those are already taken care of. I'll open this up. Cool. And now we should be able to take Poison Ivy up to rank 10. Poison Ivy has been hitting like a truck. I already put another video out of her, but she's been impressive. Wait, what? Oh, I don't have enough. Y'all can go to... Oh, it's not even that bad. All right, I was about to be... Oh my God, I was about to be upset. Okay, so with the rares, let's go ahead and do the wish list and all that other stuff. So free. Yeah, so security plan and just for the guys who don't know, security plan and drone. Those are my two, like, if you're going to spend and you're a light spender, those are where you go. Those are what I'm good with. I figured I was going to get this thing, but I got 5. Okay, well, this is cool since Cheshire's coming up. I'm okay with that as well. Those are the 2 things. And if you're, like, before level 40, growth fund as well. So those 3 things are what are... Growth fund is probably the best value. What if you do spend money? Not saying you got it, but if you do, that helps. What's a good build for Bride? HP bonus on the accessories and the comms if you can get there. Otherwise, HP, and I think, what else did I have on her? Oh, actually, I need to change this. Thank you for the shout. I meant to change this. I definitely need to change this because I wanted the HP bonus here and then the HP bonus from here, but then I need to change one of these, and I left it alone because I was like, it's fine for now, but now I can investigate and see if I can get anything else. Where my post-its at? There we go. Yeah. Thank you for the reminder. I'm gonna do that now. Can't remember what I took it off of, but Or I'll do that now-ish. I'm going to try to get Poison Ivy done first, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to the Bride. What is the return on the Bunker Room in the store? Did you ever buy it? I bought it. There is no reverse psychology on the pulls. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to trick the game. I know my phone is always listening, so I'm just be like, man, I don't even care. I don't care about pulling Cheshire. I don't care about Dr. Poison. They stupid. And then I pull them like 17 times. There's no real return on the bunkers. Let me do the Poison Ivy thing, and then we can go to the Martian Manhunter thing. You can do, I mean, you get the carnival games every once in a while. I don't want to do this. You can do the carnival games every once in a while. Like they put them up as events. And just because you have the bunker, you have the game in the bunker, but it doesn't reset the rewards. So you're going to get the same rewards regardless. So don't think of it in that sense. That is, I like that game for Martian Manhunter, actually. I think it's a lot of fun. And when I get Martian Manhunter, I want him to have a home. So basically, that's the only purpose these things serve. There's no, like, real, I mean, if there is one, please, anybody in the chat, drop it and tell me that I'm wrong. I don't know of it. I don't see it. I don't think there's one, but I can't remember if I was supposed to buy 5 or 6. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Use. Are Cheshire Dr. Poison both going to be purple tokens, or is it one of them going to be... No, they're both epics. They're going to be all purple. All regular encrypted tokens. That's why you'll probably see a lot of content creators in the space saving up these things. Nope. These. I got 65 right now. I don't think I'm going to buy anymore. And I'm going to leave these blank. And then the second Cheshire hits, I'm going to pull them all. I don't know. My Ivy ranked 10 before Constantine is pure pettiness. It is petty as hell. But I think that this is the one debate that I have. And I think I want as many as Cheshire as possible. But Dr. Poison looks like a monster too. But I did, in preparation for the Poison team, I am saving up also my league recruitment, because once the Poison season is over in like 2 or 3 weeks, they'll get placed into this, and then I can also pull additional stuff. I have an epic guarantee here waiting, all that jazz. So when the Poison team gets moved here, I'm saving this up just so I'll be able to pull more Cheshire and Dr. Poison. So those are the two that I'm actually like really I was happy. I was excited about Swamp Thing. He's been a little bit of a disappointment, but I have found a way to make him work. With Cheshire and Dr. Poison, I'm really excited, and I hope they don't let me down too. What is that from Ella May song? Don't F me up, don't let me down. That's what I'm basically feeling right now. I think, did I already open those things? I did. I'm getting distracted. All right, let's go back up. Poison, still not. How many more do I need? Like 10? I guarantee this. Yep, I need 11. So let's go buy 2 more of these chests from the Elseworlds shop because... I could have bought... I don't need to use my 8th metal. I'm done. I don't need to use my 8th metal. Itchy nose. Right now, I can do this. I'll have 80. I can keep my 8th metal. I'm the content creator. You guys came to me asking me questions, and look at the dumb thing I almost did. If I didn't need those rares, then I would have not noticed that. And I'm the content creator. Listen to me. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So. It's too bad that bunkers use the limited event tokens. I really like the bunkers. They add some atmosphere to the game. However, the other resources in the event shops are too important. True. And I like the bunkers too. And I like the style of it. I like it. I just like the concept. Like, yeah, well, like you said, the overall just vibe, feel, and atmosphere of the game. I like it. I like it a lot. It's something that's different. I hope they do work on developing that further. Like, I know it's a new development team. I didn't expect them to put out the bunkers anyway. I hope they do when they find the time and the game finds its like equilibrium or whatever, that they're able to put more. I haven't been too happy with Swamp Thing at rank 8. Yeah. Actually, XP, where are you? Where's what's your Main stage. I'm on main stage 51-6. Which one are you on? Because I was assuming that my rank 8 isn't making me happy because I think I need a rank 9. If you tell me now that, like, hey, no, it's just he's bad, even at rank 40, 11, then I'm going to be like, I don't know. Can't afford to skip the tokens and fragments if I pull the character. You mean in the shop? Yeah, and that was the thing where I said, like, that was a smart thing for them to do in terms of, like, business. They got into my pockets, they got into my head, so now I would have to push towards more super encrypted tokens. What is going? Oh, because now I don't have the gold. Anyway, let me get 800,000 from somewhere, and I'll work on Broad right now. But that's one of those things of where now you're making me make choices because there's a lot of good stuff in the shop. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I like the idea that there is just a lot of good stuff in the shop and we have to make decisions. It's better than having like the Elseworld shop where I don't really get stuff from there so much so that I don't even know what's there anymore. And it hasn't changed. I just like, it's there. So I like the 3430. Damn, and he's not good for you there. That's like right in like where rank 8, where rank 8 I think would be like good. Oh my goodness, that sucks. Do you save consumables for gold? Yeah, I do save those. I treat them as stocks. That's what I call it. That's the comparison I always make. You save the hourly gold packs, whatever they are, whatever you want to call them. Consumable, I guess, is a good enough word for it. Until you get to a main stage that you're stuck, and then you open it because then the value goes up. Or because the value is at its peak before you get past that next thing. I just bashed 30 Pandora. She's a problem with rank 8. Yeah, I want to get her up to rank. I want to get her badge up to 30 because during that whole tier list comparison that I was doing, that we'll do a little bit later, epic badge tier list that we were creating, her tier 3 is only behind Zatanna and Ravens so far, and the argument could be made that it could be better than either one of those, if not both. Like it's only because of, I guess, my preference. Like her tier 3 is amazing. I noticed we don't have one legendary support character. Supergirl's legendary support. Isn't Supergirl legendary support? I think Supergirl is. I mean, people don't like her, but I think she's legendary support. Oh yeah, so is Cyborg. Cyborg is support. Martian Manhunter's a tank. Yeah, Cyborg support. Martian Manhunter's a tank. He's a damage dealer. And then she support. He's a tank. Yeah, she support. Right. Yeah, we don't have. They're all agile. Yeah. Swamp Thing should be epic. That's not. You're not wrong. Do you think the artifact is best to slot for Bride? For Bride, I actually put the Venom pack to help her with survivability because I feel like the Screwdriver helmet is best on Bane because he's going to lose HP, and I like the idea that once he gets to a certain point, he just puts up a invulnerability and stops that. Like the argument behind the heal pack being on Bane is that it gives him one more heal, but he needs 30. I'm building teams around him where that one thing doesn't matter. So I do put this on her, albeit I guess I don't know about any other ones, honestly. I don't know about any other ones. I think I would stick with this one on her or the Screwdriver helmet. One of those two. Though your sentiment is correct, the game desperately needs more actual. Oh, it needs a lot. It needs a lot. But this is where I'm in terms of the amount of characters and how much they do. It's like the Penguin, Poison Ivy. Now there's a Poison team coming. I'm affording them some grace because this is still like early days. Like we're 3 months into the game. So if this is the same issue like a year from now, agreed. 100% agreed. But we're 3 months into a global release and them having to re-release it after that 2-3 years or whatever. So I'm giving them a chance for them to. I think put it this way: if you're gonna play this game for the next 10 years, if it is a 10-year game, you are in the best time now because you are gathering everything so that anything new that comes is like you just grab it, you snatch it up. So if this game does survive like a few years, you're in the best situation now because you're literally like waiting on tunes to come out so you can get them. You know what I mean? Not like in 3 years from now where like DCU is going to be buried under a bunch of other legendaries, and if you want DCU, it's going to suck, but you're going to try to get them. You know what I mean? Like you already have them, and then the duplicates that'll come through or whatever will just help further power up your roster. So I'm giving them, in terms of what should be, like Joker's not in the game. Of course he should be in the game. Darkseid, all that other stuff. I'm giving them grace as the game just started. So that way, I'm sure those things are coming, put it that way. I'm sure those things are coming and they're in the works. Okay, so let's go here. Collect. Like I've noticed that there's like a heavy, man, depending on where I am in the game, maybe that depends on draws, like a heavy mighty tank thing going on until they put out Swamp Thing, and he was supposed to be a tactical tank, and there was only one tactical tank other than him in the game, which was Gorilla Grodd. So wait, yeah, only Gorilla Grodd, right? Yeah. So that thing, mighty tanks, there were a lot of them. Agile tanks, I'm thinking what, Bane, Nightwing, I think Martian Manhunter maybe, but that'll all get like expanded out. What could be the next featured banner rerun? People want Hal Jordan, but I think it will be Martian Manhunter. What do you think? Well, right now it's Bride. Like that's the thing. She is the rerun right now, which is disappointing to me, but that's what she is, and it's probably mostly disappointing to me because I have her already. But I thought that because they gave us the Martian Manhunter, your Lex hated showing. I hate him so much. I forgot him completely. You're right. But it's like, you gave us the Martian Manhunter bunker, and I want Martian Manhunter in my bunker, and then you put out Bride. What's going on? I would have been so conflicted that I might have actually spent money to get Martian Manhunter so I can put him in my bunker. But you gave me Bride. She's good. She's really, 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 really good. But I don't know. That just felt like inconsistent to me. Like not really thought through. But it is what it is. And good thing you guys didn't do it. I didn't have to go reach for my wallet. Also need more tactical. Yeah, 100%. But I'm hoping that it's one of those like, yep, early day. If this is the same issue, as it might be the same issue, but as bad of an issue as it is now in a year, then I'll be like, God, what are we doing? How did you come out with 35 more agile and 2 more tactical? That's not that's not okay. And as a matter of fact, character files, I think Cheshire is agile. They love their agiles. Boy, they love their agiles. Dr. Poison still isn't in the game yet. They still don't have her character file in, right? Yeah, they don't have her character file in yet. I'm assuming that'll come in through a patch this week. So yeah, we'll see what Dr. Poison is. I don't think they put it in the blog description. Enter Swamp Thing. 13 to put it up. Nope. Poison season is here. Back row support. They don't give you what her trait is at all. So yeah, I don't know what her trait is going to be. But we'll see. Let's see. So now I need 800,000 in gold so I can take Poison Ivy up to, so much to do. So I can take Poison Ivy up to rank 10. I'm not beating this, but we're going to try it anyway. I wonder if I should be moving on from him. Albeit, I do like OG Superman. It's a lot of tactical on that side. Alright, so you damage deal harder than him. Let's go. Watch me lose. Ugh. Actually, with the topic of CZ and oh man, if I even had time for it, is that it's the same thing with Kaiju number 8, and I have all that. I keep saying I have all that content from Kaiju number 8, and I have not put it out. Just because I feel like it's just me blah blahing, reading through dialogue and making fun of the dialogue and the scripts and all the stuff like all the anime tropes that are within that game. Oh, Green Arrow, I hate you. Is that something that's entertaining? I don't know. I guess we do just talk about random stuff on here. And I am doing Saturday morning or the cartoons like SWAT Cats and all that other stuff, which gonna air this week. I'm gonna put it up on the community tab. So subscribe if you want to watch. I guess we're gonna do SWAT Cats. I know I have that. Maybe Static Shock. We'll watch a couple episodes of those sometime this week. I need to really figure out my schedule with my bosses for when I go to Geneva. I'm supposed to go Tuesday. So it may be something like the Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see. But damn it, Green Arrow, stop it. He's about to go now because of Constantine. Oh, he didn't. I thought Constantine had him. Uh-oh, Mr. Freeze, you got problems. You got problems, homie. Guns out. Do I actually beat this now? Because Jon Stewart's an absolute god in this game. Was happy when I first got Lex. Now I understand your point of view on his performance. That's the and the thing is they altered his ultimate. He's gonna not. Mr. Freeze, you suck at life. How much distance are these Geneva commutes? 3 hours, so 6 hours total. A lot of time, what I was doing before I was streaming. See what you guys made me do? I'm being funny. Is I would go to Geneva one day, be in the office, stay in a hotel for the night, and then come back the next day. Now what I'm doing is I'm waking up. I'll leave out of my house at like 7. Get to the work on the train, by the way, on the way there. Get there at like 10:30. Work until let's say 4, 5, and then hop the train. Work on the way back. Get home at 8:30. Depending, I had a training for AML with audits. This is boring stuff, but like as part of the regulatory organization that we use for our compliance checks, just to ensure that we're doing everything legally, which is my role at that company. And I had to be. It was so annoying. It was so. I think I'm just getting old. I don't want to be not in my house. I had to leave the day before because the dadgum training started at like 8:30 or 9. So then I went there, went to the office, worked, stayed overnight, which is not like that big of a deal. Then had to be at that training at 9 a.m. Was there? Thankfully they let us out early, but was there until about 5. I didn't get home, and then I should have got another hotel and stayed the next night. I didn't. Went back home, didn't get home till like 10. It was, What's up, bro? My kids love the French toast with Nutella. Thanks for the tip. I'm telling you, dog. I should make that for my daughter, actually. Maybe I'll make her. You know what? Thanks for the, yeah, I think I'll make my daughter French toast Nutella. But I'm saying, hey, best dad in the world right there. What is this? What? I'm happy that they liked it. That's really cool. I'm really happy that they liked that. I'm really happy that they like that. Oh, next time though, what you could do, I'm out here giving kids diabetes. What you could do is get like powdered sugar, and you can get like those little stencils, like with a heart on them or a smiley face, Christmas tree, because Christmas is coming up. And then you put like the stencil over the French toast after it's done, and then you put the powdered sugar through, so it like makes a Christmas tree or a heart or whatever on their form, since they like it so much. Anyway. Maybe I should have moved Nightwing over Meow, but it is what it is. And actually, what time is it now? Oh no, we're good. I'm gonna have to be on a train for 2 hours today. Lord knows that much. I will say this though, the best part about Switzerland, just a heads up in case you guys didn't know, is they have the densest public transportation system in the world, and for a country that has basically 8 million people, it's amazing. You don't need a car. You can have one, and I mean for some people who need to like transport a lot of food for like bigger families, some people do. For me, since I've been here, I have not owned a car. Been here for 18 years. I will say like partners of mine have owned them, and I've been like, I don't need it. My last partner, she was, I'm gonna buy one now because it'll help us with. I was like, I don't need that, but okay. And she was trying to be like there was like a benefit for her having it in terms of not relying on me for groceries all the time. And she was like, yeah, and you can take your daughter when you go pick her up. And I was like, it was a sweet thought. It was a sweet thought. So I'm not trying to like poo poo on that. But then it was like, my daughter doesn't like it necessarily because we're on the train. So when we're on the train, we're playing games together, we're talking, we're watching videos together and stuff like that. If I'm driving and I'm focused. So like, of course, she prefers that, like sitting next to her on the train and playing with her as opposed to like driving. So it's one of those like the public transportation system here is amazing. It's on time. It's clean. It's absolutely. I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive here. And now I was thinking I may have to buy a car. Turns out won't even have to. Do you follow European football? Nope. I would love to. And I will say this: when something's like popping off, like UEFA or World Cup, I will say this: it's different over here. Even like the smaller events, when you see people like the trains fill up with people wearing their whatchamacallit, I don't know, the scarves. I don't. They have a name for them. I just call them the scarves of their teams. Especially because Switzerland, they love their soccer, but they're not obsessed. Where you got like in Italy, where you could catch one if you say the wrong thing. Like in the UK, where you might catch one. You know what I mean? It's they're fun events, and I remember during, I think it was UEFA. It was during the pandemic, 2021 or 2020. Yeah, it was 2021. So I think it was UEFA, where it was like Spain versus somebody. We're in there doing like testing for the pandemic because I was working for a hospital at the time. We're in there doing like testing for the pandemic, and when I tell you, like they were going to penalty kicks. The entire test center was shut down in the sense of all employees, everybody who was there to get tested, everything. Everybody had their phone out or somebody else had a phone. You had people with like the cotton swabs in somebody's nose and they're both like looking at the phone watching the penalty shot. Like it was stopped. That was everything in the moment. It was so cool. It was so fun. And I'm sitting there watching. Like I enjoyed it too. You hop in and have fun. My main issue is, as much as I love sports, I don't know I think hockey would be fun to watch. I don't know the players. I think soccer, European football would be fun to watch, EPL and all that, but I don't know the players. I don't know the game as well as I do basketball and American football. It just is what it is. But watching people like get excited, but going to those events like in bars and pubs, watching a rugby match in a pub is nuts. That is fun, even in Switzerland. Can you stop throwing in our faces that you live in the future? I don't live in the future because that would be Japan, where their train system is basically like, oh, we move at the speed of light. So I haven't been to Japan yet. I need to go visit there at some point. But yeah, I remember in Auburn, Alabama, somebody came up with a cost-effective public transportation system, and rumor had it got shut down by oil companies because they were like, we can't have the poor and impoverished being able to get to work on clean energy that doesn't require gas. So it lost the vote. It was a guy who came up with a full-on plan and presented it, and it was amazing. It would have worked and would have paid for itself within 20 years, and people would have had like good public transportation to go like to work and everything else. Take kids to school, do a lot of saving for like all families, not just poor ones, but hell, even if you're middle class, upper middle class, it's nice to be able to put your kid on a public transportation thing and be like, you're going to get to school safe without me having to spend $200 a week in gas. Nah, Chevron wasn't having it. I don't know if that was Chevron. I'm being funny. I was just naming something. Please don't come at me, Chevron. But is Chevron even still a thing? I follow Auburn, not Alabama. War Damn Eagle. My friend bought an antenna that bought a phone that had an antenna and received TV channels so we could watch the World Cup in class at school. There was, and I'm not even joking, during World Cup, was it 2012? It had to be. Oh, no, that was the Olympics. There was a World Cup. I was working at UBS, and the bank itself was just kind of like, because they knew it was a losing battle. The whole bank, like this company and other companies too, it wasn't just them, were just kind of like, look. We know World Cup is starting at 1 and it's going from 1 to 3. All we ask is that you kind of work. They were allowing us to be like, you can watch the games on, they were allowing us to watch the games on our screens, on like our computer screens and stuff, because they knew like, they were, they're just kind of like, we know we can't stop you. We know we can't. We know you're going to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you the option to watch it on the screen from this specific website so it's secure for the bank. We're going to put them on the televisions down in the cafeterias and everything else. You can watch it. We just ask y'all to kind of work, please. That was basically what they said. Just if your boss walks by, pretend like you're doing something, kind of thing. They put out a notice via email. I think it was even on their intranet site, where they knew there was no chance they were going to be able to tell all their employees not to watch World Cup. So they were just kind of like trying to do these little concessions to be like, look, you can do this and you can do that. Just people gonna need their money though. People gonna need their money, so just answer some of these emails. Just get some of this done. Just some of it. It was so funny. It was so funny. Anyway, so let's do this. Not sure how it stands elsewhere. They got robbed versus Georgia this year. Who did? Oh, Auburn. I heard that. I didn't watch the game. I was getting some highlights because with college football, it's a little bit harder for me to get that over here. There's one site, The Zone, which I use for Game Pass for the NFL, and I think I could watch Auburn from there. But the last time I was able to consistently get but I mean, I guess it was also the last time I was that motivated, was when 2010 national championship with Cam Newton. That was fun. That was fun. But it's also, when those games start, like let's say it's an 8 o'clock kickoff, 7 o'clock kickoff, then that is 7 hours for me. Oh, I'm doing 7 p.m. Central Time. That's Alabama boy. That's 2 a.m. for me. So yeah, about that. It's the perfect time for Red Zone, except for I only get to watch really early window games, which we all know suck. But same thing with the NBA. I usually the way it works out for me is this is not a good team for what I'm just doing. I should have paid attention. I think I might have to reset this. Albeit it might just show how much of a beast Deathstroke and Judo Master are, seeing as how they're going up against Mighty. I mean, she'll get handled. Going up against Wonder Woman, and they still doing this kind of damage. Not saying, it would have been over faster with Tactical, let's just be real, but Judo Master and Deathstroke are letting loose. Anyway, what I'll usually do, like Super Bowl, NBA games, is I don't watch them at night anymore. I have a friend who has to stay awake and see them at 2 a.m. And it's like, this is why you ain't worth a damn when you get to work in the morning. Always upset, cranky, and tired. I'm tired. Yeah, because you stayed up from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. like a child. Anyway, and so I'll wake up in the morning, I'll have my coffee. That's why I'll tell you guys tomorrow I won't be streaming, because I'm going to watch the games that came on tonight, tomorrow morning, have my coffee, watch it while I'm working, and catch up on my sports that way. There's something about watching the Super Bowl with eggs and potatoes, a little bit different than the beer and wings, right? My wife is from Georgia. Bulldog or no? I watch all their games and I was damn glad Georgia won, but it got from. Don't tell her that. Just look at your wife. Y'all should have lost, right? You finna sleep on the couch. Yeah, I don't keep up with the NBA because it kind of feels like watching an infinite game, Pong sometimes, but also West Coast games start at 11 for me. Yeah, it's I like it, but I'm a hoop head. I play basketball still 3-4 times a week, so I'm an absolute nerd when it comes to the NBA. And even this year, I'm kind of it was last year when I started it. I'm gonna finish NFL because that costs money every month. And then round about Christmas time, I get the NBA package. Because what the NFL package is like 32 a month, and then the NBA package is like 32 a month. And I was doing both of those at the same time for a few years, and then I was like, but why though? I ain't got that much time in the day to watch all these. You're trying to take up permanent residence in the doghouse. You say that to her for real, especially since she's a bulldog too, and we have an old rivalry. It's not like we hate Alabama, Georgia. We respect. You know what I mean? We like Georgia. We respect them. Alabama, this hands on. It's on site, but even still, it's SEC, so you can't be like, babe, you don't. This is more. This is coming from a place of, if you are in the middle of, let's say you're coming from Chicago, right? You're dating a woman from Alabama. You get to her house. They're gonna ask you Auburn or Alabama, and your safe answer is Troy. Pro tip: don't say either one until you know. If you don't know, say Troy and leave it alone. Let them walk the hell off. Because if you say the wrong one, that's it. That is it. That is it. Just say Troy. What's Troy? Don't matter. Say Troy. They'll know what Troy is. They'll know what Troy. The school of DeMarcus Ware. The guy who I went to high school with, who is a legendary defensive end from the, well, we'll say Cowboys, boo, but Broncos, yay, that's where he got a Super Bowl ring. He's the reason why I love Peyton Manning, because I did not like Peyton Manning before. Peyton Manning got the homie a ring. Anyway, so your answer is Troy. B2, do you enjoy hot chocolate? Interested in see how any recommendations? I'm trying to find a brand double donut at the moment. You can't ask me that. I'm in Switzerland. They do that different here. Even the Italians do it different. There's like different brands and stuff that they use over here. I mean, I even have one of those, I can't remember, where it's literally like the way that they did, one of the ways they do hot chocolate is they put literal like a block of chocolate on like a wooden stick, and then you have hot milk and you just stir it in the hot milk until the chocolate melts. Like, so it's different over here with the chocolate. It's a little bit different. I don't even know the brand of that one, honestly. Hockey did have a neon thing around the puck. Fox came up with it in the 90s. It was the one time I got interested in hockey because I could follow the puck. And then they stopped doing it, and I don't know why. They were getting more engagement out of like casual fans because we could follow the puck. And then they stopped doing it, and I don't know why they stopped doing that. I did say that to her, my mother-in-law, but I'm from Texas, so I don't, so I do what I want. Are you really about to have a standoff with your mom and your wife in the middle of the house? Y'all both reaching for the blicky, like, hey, I said what I said. You know I love you, right? Yeah, I love you too. Just not right now. Just not right now. Let's go to Arena. Any gotcha mobile games you play besides DC Dubsy? I'm trying to see Z in now, but I don't know. That's not a gotcha game per se. Kaiju number 8, yeah, but I'm kind of falling off on that. Not really, now that I think about it, because Strike Force I would consider a gotcha game. Not really. I will warn you against like Raid Shadow Legends or any of those games. Those are coming at your pockets heavy, but I can't think of any that I'm playing right now. Bro, you went to school with DeMarcus Ware. That's awesome. One of the best. Yeah. And I will say, like, we weren't like, we were friendly, but never like, oh, I know him, we hanging out. No, I'm not trying to steal any valor from there. He's a cool dude, nice dude. I actually was in an after school like program with his wife, FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America. And they were both like cool people, genuinely nice people. He was genuinely a nice dude in high school. My fondest memory of him from high school was him seeing a cheerleader do a cartwheel in the hallway, and then him trying to, in a funny way, be like, I could do it too, and then basically doing everything but falling on his butt just to get some laughs. You know what I mean? Like he seemed as though, don't know now, he seemed as though to be a genuinely nice guy. But yeah, so Peyton Manning I didn't hate Peyton Manning, but there was a woman that I worked with who, you know, in high school or college, who was obsessed with him, and I was like, shut up, basically. And then he went to the Broncos and got him a ring, and I was like, Peyton Manning's amazing. He's the best quarterback of all time. He is the best quarterback of all time. Don't tell me nothing else. I love Peyton Manning because he got the boy from Auburn, Alabama, a ring. So the hardcore fans hated it. LOL, I think they wanted to keep them happy. Boop, 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 boop. Where's my mouse now? Okay. If they catch up to the NFL, they could do the AI or algorithms in real time effects. I think. I mean, you mean? Are you talking about NBA? Oh, you mean the hot? No, but they did it though. They did it. Hardcore fans. Oh, that's what you mean. Hardcore fans hated it. They wanted to keep them happy. And this is why your sport ain't going nowhere. So you don't want it to be easier for people to see the puck because what? You want to prove your eyes are better? What the? Okay, cool. And your sport goes nowhere. Needs that in the U.S. Why don't people talk about hockey more? Because they can't see the puck. Jerk. Whatever, dog. Whatever. But they had it in the 90s. I remember seeing it. I remember being interested in hockey. They took it away. I stopped watching. I couldn't even get to it. But, Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I play free to play. Raid Shadow Legends, you play free to play? That sounds like a grind. I even did some videos on Raid Shadow Legends long time ago. And just like, well, I mean, learning the entire system and everything was a bit much for me back then too, because I was fresh in the game. I'd never played like gacha games like that before, not with any kind of real understanding. You can play Marvel Contest. I used to play Contest of Champions a decade ago. I'm surprised that game is still around. Haven't they used like 11th anniversary soon? Okay, that's what I thought. Haven't they gotten like all the characters in Marvel? Like, aren't all of them in there? Because I played that game before DC Legends. I was playing Marvel Contest of Champions for like a year or two. So it was a minute. I'm with you, bro. I love hockey. It's definitely hard to follow the play. That's all I mean. Give me some. I mean, it's not even for the hardcore fans. Doesn't it make it easier for you to see it? Doesn't that help you engage in the sport on television? They didn't put the damn glowy thing on the puck in the stadium. They put it's on TV. Whatever, dog. Whatever, dog. You get more casual fans. The same thing. That's why the NBA and the NFL try so hard. That's why the NFL keeps trying to shove NFL football down the throats of Europeans who are like, I mean, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like that's why they do it, because if you get more casual fans, you get more money and you help grow your game. If you want to keep it like in that, cool, but then you can't complain that nobody talks about your damn sport on ESPN, because ESPN is for casuals, not hardcores. Sorry, truth. ESPN is for people who are like in a doctor's office and flicking it on and reading the closed captions instead of having the actual sound there. That's for the gym. If you're watching ESPN 24/7, you got an issue. For real. It's for casuals. And if you want more people to watch your sport, you got to get the casuals in. If you want your sport to grow, put it that way. The thing I like the most about Disney Plus here in Brazil is that it has ESPN, so sometimes I just, oh, that's awesome. We don't got ESPN with our Disney Plus. Albeit, I will say with Disney Plus, Inside Out has a TV series I watched with my daughter last night, or I guess a cartoon series or whatever, called Dreams. Dreams might be better than both Inside Out movies. I really like that series. By the end of it, I was very impressed. It was awesome. So DC Legends was awesome. It really was. Once you watch for like 20 minutes, the puck becomes pretty easy to see. Yeah, for 20 minutes. So sit down and watch this thing you can't see for 20 minutes and get adjusted. No. I want it to be immediately available. For hardcore, sure. But for me, I want it to be immediately available. I want to see it immediately. I want to know what's going on immediately. I don't want to sit down in there and just be like, so where is it at? Okay, where is it? Okay, where is it at? Where is it at? I see them. Why are they fighting? Oh, it's over there though. Okay. No, make it immediately available. Most casual fans, again, you can talk hardcore. Most casual fans are not going to sit there and wait 20 minutes to understand what's going on. Not, especially not nowadays when there's so many other options. Back in the 90s, when there was, a lot of options, not as, way more than the 80s and the 70s, Now, when you're trying to compete with not just television but online presence, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, YouTube, and I could watch that, or I could go on any other platform. I can go on Crunchyroll and watch Kaiju Number 8 Season 2, like I said I would do forever ago. I can go watch My Hero Academia, the new season that's come out. Like, I could go watch that, or I could sit here for 20 minutes and wait for me to be able to see the puck. Nah. Nah, we good. We good. And if you say, like, oh yeah, you don't like hockey enough. No, I don't. That's the whole point. We're casuals. The best cartoon movie I've seen this year was Wild Robot. I wanted to see that, and then my ex and her husband took my daughter to see it. I was so, they didn't do it in a malicious way. They didn't do it in a malicious way. They just went to go see a movie together, and I was like, damn, y'all got it. Oh, I wanted to go see that with her. I really did want to go see that with her. I heard really good things about it. If you open most football games for 20 minutes, you don't know the sport, you'll say, hey, you'll see nothing at all. That's for American football, for American, with soccer and basketball. Those to me are the two most, like, you don't give a damn about sports, but you can get people to watch it because follow the ball, score, he got hit, not supposed to do that, foul. It's the very, very basics are right there in front of you to use, right? It's very, very easy and accessible. American football, you try sitting down with somebody who doesn't know the sport, and I've had like girlfriends and just friends in general in Switzerland to be like, I'm about to watch this, and they don't know. It's just their eyes are like, they're hitting each other a lot. Those big dudes are really, really fast. What's going on? So why was he allowed to touch him then, but not allowed to touch him then? Wait, what is the hand signals? Are they doing sign language? What is it? It's really, I've had to sit down and explain. This is where I figured out, like, you have to grow up in football, American football. Is like, you try to sit down and explain to somebody the difference between defensive hold, like, on a cornerback, defensive holding and pass interference. You explain that, and then you explain why throwing a ball away outside of the tackle box and past the line of scrimmage and within 15 yards of another receiver is not intentional grounding versus what is intentional grounding. You explain that to a person. You think about how you would explain that to a person who has no idea about it. Somebody in their 20s, not a child, who's just going to be like, and then just watch and figure it out. You explain that to somebody. You figure out a way to explain that to somebody in a bar while you're having a beer. Go for it. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. So wait a minute. What's a false start? What's the neutral zone? God, son of a... So you're not allowed to be... Okay. But then why did he get to jump across and then come back and there wasn't a flag? But then that time when he jumped across and the ball moved, now it is a flag. Okay, so it's not... Okay, so like if you... Encroachment is different than offside. The reason it's different, but watch this for 20 minutes and you'll understand. No. And it's one of those, like, I know you must really, really like me. You just sat through 4 hours of this nonsense that you do not understand at all. You basically watched a chess match. And you've had me try to explain everything to you. And I've had to be like, look, we're going to watch this for a year. And you're going to probably understand about 5 to 10% of it. I got nothing for you. Oh, you're talking about football, not hand egg. I hate you. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, to see. No, yeah, okay, that's the same. No, you're right about that. So like European football. Yeah, if you told me I'm watching that, because I can watch soccer anytime. I can watch it anytime, any team. Actually, I prefer women's soccer to men's soccer because men's soccer, they like to fall down and complain like little BIs. Whereas women, they be punching each other. They be fighting. They're not going down, not without a fight. Not without a fight. You're not going to have people talk about me online. I'm gonna fight for my honor. But yeah, you can just follow the ball, so it's very easy to pick up. But if it was like I can't see the ball, then it wouldn't be as fun. All right, so my team play the Bills tomorrow. Oh, you Chiefs head. Oh, you a Chiefs head. Can we call you a Swiftie? Y'all need to leave that woman alone. I'll take this opportunity to ask your opinion on the new start of the game they will be been doing this year. It's like I see Americans complaining about offsides every time they watch a football game. On the new start of the game they've been doing this year. What do you mean the new start of the game? Oh, you mean the kickoff, the new kickoff. It, they've been messing around with the kickoff for the last like 5 years, man. Or 10 years. It has been like, I like it, I guess. It adds more action to it. Sure. The whole having to say that you're going to do an onside kick before the onside kick still being a thing is like, okay, well, just don't do it then. But, I mean, I guess it's cool. Let me do some DC Roast Collide content. It's like I see Americans complaining about offsides every time they watch a football game. Yes, yeah. You'll know for real that you're dealing with a real one. They're like, no, that's encroachment. Once you hear those words, get out of that room because those guys are way too deep. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to start doing a little bit of the tier list before I have to go cook what is gonna be Nutella French toast. Let's see. Let me go ahead and get the Google Sheet up. We'll transition over. So the way I was doing this before, I'm glad they stopped showing her every other play. Truth, and that's what I mean. Like, just okay. At first, I get it. But now, like, that's just that's his wifey, soon to be wifey. And she seems to be like genuinely enjoying and learning the sport. Let them have their life and quit like throwing barbs at them and showing her on the screen every 15 seconds. She's been in front of enough cameras. I'm sure she would like to just have like, can I just watch this guy I love play football and jump up and down with his family and not have people like criticize or show a camera every 5 minutes? I think even most celebrities kind of like, can I just like nod and be like a normal person albeit being the wife, soon to be wife of a NFL player. I know saying that is a normal life seems ridiculous, but she is Taylor Swift. I don't listen to her music, but I know who the hell she is. But that's her version of a normal life, sure. But I'm saying, like, I think it's better for all parties involved to be like, yo, that's his wife, cool. And if that gets more people watching them, cool. But chill out. Let them just live. Let them be easy and live. All right, so I think we stopped at Jon Stewart last time, right? Constantine is the one that's up next. So for those of you who do not know, what I'm doing is, and why I'm doing it on stream and not doing it as a video, is that I need folks to put me in check just in case. So I'm reading through the badges and I'm trying to rank them tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. We did some of this a couple of days ago. There's a tier 2, there's a tier 3. I put Pandora there in yellow because she could be above any of them. Yeah, it was annoying. But that's the thing though. I never got mad at them for it. I never got mad at Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce for it because they weren't asking for that attention. I mean, in some ways they were, but not during the games and stuff. She was up in a booth away from everybody. So like you guys had to make it a point to show her. Anyway. So what I'm doing now is we went through 10, 11. I'm going to try to get through a few more of these. Boy. And then I guess it'll be like concluded tomorrow. So what I've done is, so we'll just start with tier 1. We have Raven. I read her tier 1, Zatanna's tier 1, and I put them in a rank. Now the reason I'm ranking tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 all separately is the idea that as a free-to-play player or anyone who's going to be on limited resources, these things are, you'll do it on stream because, you'll never finish the list that way. Truth be told, I don't feel comfortable like just dictating stuff out there just in case, because some people do bring up like other points. But the other thing about it is that if I did it on my own, it would be so much faster. Anyway, so it would have been done by now, honestly. So anyway, so like the idea is with the limited resources, I'm going to, for example, be able to take the first 5 tier 1s and then the next 3 tier 2s and then only one of the tier 3s. So this is hopefully giving those of you a path to it, because there are some people who dump some cash in this game who have all the badge 30s and blah 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 blah. Sure. I am not finna put that much money into this game, and I know most of you won't either. So hopefully, ranking them in this way will help you make a decision about what you're doing next and going forward. So, Constantine is up next. John Stewart's badges suck. Here we go. Magical projectile have a 35% chance to dispel one type of buff from enemies buffs. One type of the enemy's buffs. A 35% chance to dispel a buff on a skill that, magical projectile. Where is it? This one? Nope. I just went to all of them, but the one that's supposed to be. Wait, no, it's this. So on the third try, every third turn, I have a 35% chance to remove one debuff. That's what that badge is. That's trash. That feels like trash to me. Okay, so, like really bad. I fell asleep by the time you started the list on the other stream, but are you considering the tier list of teams too? And then how important the badge is for that team. So the way that I'm doing it is, I appreciate you doing it separately because it displays the difference between the tiers. Yeah, cool. 35% chances, but yes, it's bad. It's one of those, I'm trying to take it all into account. So it's going to be like a ranking, meaning if you're, for example, Zatanna, Raven, and Pandora's badges being that high is the fact that it's not just for them, it's for the entire team. And it may not be dependent on a team's energy. It's good overall. And then it just goes down the more selfish it is and the more it requires a gate, meaning 35% chance of this, 35, or if this and that are in this situation, then do that. So for example, Mr. T's is down at the bottom of tier 1 because it requires for you to have like 5, I think his tier 3, 5 dampen out on a character when it's his turn. It's like all these conditions where you're making it very specific, and I'm not going to waste that many resources on something that specific. So with this, it's pretty lame. Let me double check John Stewart's badge. Let's see just how bad it is. At the start of battle, all Green Lanterns gain 1 stack. So see this thing? All Lanterns gain 1 stack. That's part of why it's so low. I want to use John Stewart everywhere. He's plug and play, and I do use him in a lot of places. So limiting this to just Lanterns. The only Lanterns I can run him with are Jessica Cruz and Guy Gardner right now. I don't have Hal Jordan. And what if I didn't have Jessica Cruz? So I could only use this with Guy Gardner? No. It's too limiting. So that's why it's down there below that. So the 35% chance isn't as limiting as that. Let's see, Judo Masters. Just to double check, it might be between Judo Master and them, because I think Judo Masters is just good. I haven't finished it yet. Every time Rapid Striker, it's a 50% chance to duplicate the random debuff. So this is very much in line, except it happens more often. So Constantine would be right here for me. Because John Stewart's is so specific to Lanterns and not that great. Judo Masters, it has this 50% gate, which is stupid, but it's 50% each time it does Rapid Strike, not 35% chance when he's doing the magic projectile. So Constantine's tier 1 goes here to me. Constantine. Okay, so then his tier 2. Tier 2. Damage dealt by magical projectiles additionally increases fit by 15%. Also has a 25% chance to transform into 1 extra magic projectile. This is different because it's increasing damage, which is cool, by 15%. And then you have an extra chance to do more attacks. So this 25% chance isn't based on, you're not getting a 25% chance to do something, you're getting a 25% chance to do extra, which kind of comes out in the wash. The main thing I would say that's a good thing about this is that those magical projectiles get 15% more, which is good, not great. Good, not great. Let's check Batman's is damage, which is automatically better. Ocean Masters, let me double check his right fast. Ocean Masters, here's tier 2. Give 1 stack of firm up once per ally per turn. What is Judo Masters tier 2? I will say that it's below Ocean Master because it happens more frequently. At the beginning of battle, Judo Master gains an additional 10%. See, that's better. Bane, I think, also has a damage reduction thing that goes in his tier 2. See, this is the boring stuff I do. Heals 1 additional time if takes damage that's more than 2. See, this is about in line. I think Constantine is better. Or not better, worse. Nightwing. Because he's giving himself an additional heal for double the damage. That can happen anytime and all the time. Whereas the projectiles, they only come out once every 3 turns. This is the reason why this is lower is because it's random. I don't know what I'm going to get, so I can't plan around it. But it's still better than 1 in every 3 times. Well, no, it says every time it's buffed. So do I want 15% damage for the damage dealer, or do I want firm stand from the... Let's go to high voltage. Or do I want firm stand? So high voltage can happen every time it takes damage. So it's going to happen more often. So I think I'm going to put Constantine right above Kid Flash and right below Nightwing. I think that's where we're going to settle. Yes, Shelter. So it's going to be right here again. Actually, didn't have that over. Yeah. So we do that again. Bet. All right, now on to Constance. So he's going across the way there. Now tier 3. Tier 3 we are doing for Constantine, and it will be magical. But they really like this magical projectiles. Chance to dispel debuffs increases to 70%. The chance of the transforming into an extra magical project. So now it goes from the 3 to the 5, and it's a 100% chance to dispel 100% chance to get an extra attack, and 70% chance to dispel a debuff. But it's still just one type of debuff. Or one type of buff, sorry, one type of buff. Oof. Ocean Master. Ocean Master increased counterattack chance by 15%. The counterattacks happen all the time, though. The magical projectiles are still just at the mercy of that whole 3-circle thing, right? Judo Master. Let's see. The fact that his badge is based on his projectiles and they happen once every 3 rounds is really what's causing the problem. Whenever rapid fire is critical hit, it's guaranteed to duplicate a random buff. That feels about right. Nightwing. Like he's right here in this area. Judo Master, if he's above or below so far, I think it's about the same. Trigger when damage is dealt grants additional. Yeah, see, this is right around here. So we'll put Constantine right above Nightwing. I'm singing that Constantinople song, and I think it's just because of Constantine. All right, so that's where Constantine is right now. So we will go to tier 1 again. And next on our epic list is Green Arrow. All right, so we'll just go like that. The tier 1 on Proof of Marksmanship increases crit rate by an additional 15% instead. When attacking enemies with HP percentage threshold higher than 40%, the crit damage of this skill is doubled. Oh, this is tier 3, sorry. I was about to be like, that's an amazing. What? For a tier 1, what? Sorry. That's awesome. You know what? I'll deal with this right now, since I've already looked at it. The tier 3. So that does not beat, let me see what Pandora says. I don't think that doesn't beat Pandora. Let's see. Pandora's is damage dealt by the ultimate gains 50% life. Yeah, he's not beating that. Gains 50% life steal is not going to happen. With Green Lantern, I think John Stewart's is awesome too. At the start of battle, immediately cast his spell. His spell. His ultimate. Would you ever take the stats into consideration, like the amount of block Nightwing gets? That comes next. Someone brought that up because you do get a stat boost like halfway through at like 25, 15, 5. You'll get a stat boost. That's the next step in this whole tier list thing. I do take the stats into account because, like for example, with I think it was Mr. Terrific. I'm not working on his badge, his tier 3 badge anymore. I'm not gonna fully have that fully realized because I think it's a waste of resources. But I did get up to 25 so I could grab the stats. So that'll be something that comes later. Right now, it's just the abilities. And I think the consideration for the halves need to be, yeah, it has to be calculated different in my head. Okay, so this, he immediately comes out and is going to be doing counterattacks, and it doesn't cost us any ultimate. However, I kind of want to say that Green Arrows is better because Green Arrow is a monster. He's giving his crit chances up by 15%. If the ally has a higher than 40%, which is not, that's very little, then the crit damage is doubled. The crit damage is doubled. I mean, and he's a damage dealer. Okay, yeah, Green Arrow has to go here above John Stewart. He's a damage dealer as well. Like John Stewart's shield coming out is very good and he'll be countering, and there's a lot of out of turn attacks. Green Arrow, though, you're building him with crit and damage. So, for example, the Green Arrow I have right now, and I haven't worked on him in forever, his attack is 140. His crit rate is at 26. So then I go up to 40% crit rate. So basically a coin flip. Not quite, but you get the point. Yeah, it's too good. What's Kid Flash's? I think Kid Flash is like that 90% threshold thing, right? Yeah, it's definitely above Kid Flash's. That helps Kid Flash heal a lot more, but I think it's definitely above Kid Flash's. Is it? Because then it has to be above Batman too, and Batman does. Yeah, okay, I'm wilding. I think it's because Batman's being down there where he's doing on his badge 3. 25, 50, and 75% if the target has 3 or more debuffs and it also has fear. That is better than Green Arrows. I'm working on Aquaman Mara badge now to go with Pandora rank 30. Then 3 at badge 30 is so OP. I think it would be. That's a great project to be working on right now. I think you're going to be very happy at the end of that. Ocean Master. I was wilding on it, but I really like that Green Arrow. Additional counter chain. Okay, so there's just that. So Green Arrow. Okay, Green Arrow goes here. Bet. Next. What is Green Arrow's tier 2? The HP percentage threshold required to trigger double crit rate is decreased to 40%. So yeah, this happens here. So this is, I mean, it's there, but this is when that happens. So that threshold drops to 40%. And then above, increases crit rate by 8%. It's good, but not great. So threshold drops by 40%. I'm tempted to put him right here between Ocean Master and Batman again. Ocean Master's tier 2. Gives 1 stack of firm stand to an ally who blocks an attack, 1 per ally per turn. So you're making Nightwing tankier, for example. You're making John Stewart tankier because he's helping out the rest of the team. Double crit damage or helping us survive? That is the question. And then you have the bats. Yeah, 15, 30, and 45 respectively. I think the threshold can go right below Ocean Master because I do like the idea of him spreading that out to other team members. So the priority is the priority protecting our team or damaging theirs? I guess that's the first case, the first question. I could very easily see Ocean Master being above. I could very easily see Green Arrow being above Ocean Master. So this is not, I'm not like steadfast. I'm not like arguing this is the best. At the beginning of turn gains 10%. Yeah, see, so this is, yeah, green arrow go here. But I can see the argument if you wanted to say like, no, he's above Ocean Master. I can see that argument. Okay, so then the tier 1 is increased by 8%. Now, all of these guys, I think Bane included, they have a increase in their relevant stat by 15%. So the 8% just makes it lower because the number is lower. Threshold decreases by 2%. Kid Flash's heals go, I think his heal crit is 15% then at that point. Or is that Pandora? Yeah, threshold to trigger increases to 60%. 8% increase crit is not nothing, but it ain't killing the game either. I think it's going to be right below Kid Flash. His threshold is reduced by, I think it's going to be right below Kid Flash. Decreased by 2%. I think it's below Kid Flash. Above Bane. Yeah, okay. So then we'll put green arrow. Alright. Next, we will go to Starfire, one of my favorites. Low-key, run her with Mr. Terrific. After casting, oh wait, let's go to the next unknown ability they're talking about. Seal of Glorious Blaze. Gotcha. Seal of Glorious Blaze is... Wait, what? Is that this one? Righteous Fury, Starbolts, Royal Flame. Am I looking at the... I think I just read the wrong thing, actually. Hold up. Enhance. Oh, what ability? Righteous Fury, sorry. Okay. After casting, increases own progress on the action bar by 35%. I'm already building her with speed because I want to get more burns out there, so I might be prejudiced on this one. Because I do want her to go as fast as possible because she gets more and more and more and more burns out there with her attacks as she does it normally. So her getting more speed means that she's going to put burns out there more frequently, faster. So I would hold that in relatively high regard, more so than Green Arrow already. Kid Flash was that threshold down to 60. I think I would put it above that. The healing threshold is 60. With Pandora on her tier 1. Noble Sacrifice gains 50. It's heal crit. Right, not heal. So it goes above Pandora for me. Ocean Master. I think it's increase in block chance. Or increase in counter chance, I should say. So maybe it's right below Ocean Master. Because the counter attack is basically he's going to just hit more back. With her, she's going to get more opportunity to put out burns, but it's still going to be 35%, not like 100%. So let's put Starfire right above Pandora right here. In my view, acknowledging that I'm a little bit biased in this one, but speed is king in these games, to me. Alright, so now, Starfire, tier 2 badge. You know what, as much as I said, like, it can't be interesting for me to do CZ in as content, I am literally going through badges right now. Maybe I should be playing ZZ in online. Increased damage by additional 20% and additionally dispels one type of debuff. So I get more damage. 20% more damage is nothing to sneeze at. And on top of that, I will dispel a debuff. Now, one type of debuff ain't great, but then again, it's from the front row, right? The increased damage is what I like. The increased damage is what I like, but that increased damage is going to be below Batman's amount of increased damage. Ocean Masters. Firm Stand. It might be right here above Ocean Master. So Starfire. Alright, next. And then her tier 3. That last one kind of made me want to work on this tier 2. DC should have a card game with like Marvel Snap. Don't they have one of those? I thought that there was one of those floating around up there. Additional damage increase changes to 55% if the target does not have any buffs. Add 2 additional stacks of burn. I mean, below Batman, but that ain't nothing to sneeze at. And then the double crit damage from Arrow. Ocean Master, I think it's an additional increase in counter chance, which does work out to be like 30% total, maybe above Judo Master, but that's not a bad tier 3 at all. That's not a bad tier 3 at all. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, Rapid Strike. No, you can go to hell with that one. All right, so Starfire, there's an argument to be made for her to be over Ocean Master, but I'm going to put it right below. But no, it's not a bad badge at all. Not bad at all. Starfire. Alright, so that went by fast. Next. Poison Ivy. The one that we're trying to rank up, but I'm poor. So, we have here. Attacks 2 additional times, dealing... Oh, wait, let's go ahead and see what the ability is first. Emblem of the Thorned Rose. Mark of Poison. Okay, so Mark of Poison is the ultimate ice. Oh no, it's not the ultimate. Mark of Poison. Adds 1 stack of poison to a back row enemy and another random back row target for 3 turns. So she's adding poison for 3 turns, and now it's 2 stacks since I have it up to level 2. So then when we go to her badge, it is attacks 2 additional times, dealing damage equal to 20% of the attack. So she's going to attack 2 more times on the advanced attack. She's going to attack 2 more times on the advanced attack. Is that putting out more poisons as well? Each time she attacks, is she adding more poisons? Is Snap good? I remember when Snap came out and I just kind of went blah on it. I didn't even really play it, to be honest. I can't say whether it was good or not. Does that mean that she... Hold up. She's attacking 2 additional times. Is that adding more poison? Because if so, that's insanely good. Can anybody speak on that? That means it's insanely good. Then the tier 2 increases the number of stacks of poison by 1 on that. So that's 3. That's good, but nothing like. And the damage dealt by additional attacks increases to 40%. The effect is changed to affect all targets in the enemy back row. Yeah, it was only 2 enemies, but then you're attacking all enemies. That's good. And then the damage is going to be 40% instead of 20. So you're doing very little damage on that advanced attack. But Snap is decent if you like continually playing card games of that type. Pandora heals much more than Raven on the badge, her tier 3 badge. So Pandora should be number 2. You think so? I'll look at it in a sec. Let me finish this one. I'll go back and double check it. I'm sure there's a reason why I did it that way, but let's see. All right, so the additional attacks, if it's adding poison, that's a big thing. If it's adding poison as well, that's really good. Where's Nightwing at? Increase base, because then I would be tempted to put her. Adding more poisons means that she's making herself hit harder as well. And if we have, this is adding counter chance, right? See, this is adding chances. She's adding, like, no, I do this. It's not a chance it's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Poison Ivy's tier 1 might be right below the Tana Indem for me. It really does depend on if that poison gets added to, whether how confident I feel about it. but its additional attack, 40% of attack, is not great. 20 and 20. Still good though. And then 2 additional attacks. This one is kind of pending because I want to know and I need to look to see if it's also adding more poisons. Poison Ivy. Let's double check the Pandora thing real quick. I'm wondering if there's a reason why I put. So Ravens is when strength is restored, the ally unit with the lowest proportion of HP is immediately healed with HP of 300% attack. It also ricochets to another character. So she's healing 2 characters there for 300% of her attack. And then Pandora's was... I think Pandora only heals 1. Yeah, so damage dealt by ultimate additionally gains lifesteal rate. Regains 1 ultimate point after casting. So she'll do that. She'll do lifesteal to heal herself up while she's doing her ultimate from the sacrifice. And then she gives 1 ultimate point to herself after casting. Or there's another ultimate point that's gained. I have both Raven. Trust me, Pandora heals way more. No, I hear you on the heals, but she heals more on that one person. She heals the entire team on this. I thought on this ultimate ability, she only heals the character with the lowest proportion of HP. We're talking about the badge now, not the character, the badge. Restores HP equal to on the ally with the lowest HP. Lowest proportion of HP. Not her, the character. The character you can rank over. I'm saying her badge ability, straight up. And on this badge ability, unless somewhere in this badge it says like she starts healing everyone. That's what my argument is that straight up on the badge itself, if she's healing everybody, I don't understand where you're saying, okay, so when her ultimate gets done, damage increases 35%. Each time dealing damage, restores HP 50% to an ally with the lowest proportion of HP. Yeah, but the life still makes it so she doesn't lose health. Yeah, I get that. So she's not losing health on the sacrifice. But my argument is, so each hit can be a different character? Wait, what? Hold on. Shoots the enemy 6 consecutive times, each time dealing superpower damage equal to 30%. So you're saying that when she's doing these 6 attacks, but why would it switch? There's no reason for her to switch. Or do you mean the healing switches? Oh, damn, that I missed that completely. So each time she's, okay, all right. No, I'm hearing you now. So every time with each of the attacks, I think by now she's doing 8, but let's say 6. First shot, Nightwing is the lowest, but because he got that heal on the second shot, Mr. Terrific was the lowest. So he gets the heal now. And then that is nuts then. That's nuts. I thought it was just, okay. I understand now why folks were, okay. Fudge. I did not know that. That's me. That's all on me. Gee, they could make that clearer though. That's all on me. I didn't realize it was switching up on folks. That makes so much sense now. Damn. Okay. Thanks for explaining that. See, this is why I do it on the thing. We're a team. I'm trying not to curse. Now I get why people say she's so OP. Now I get it. Oh, what's Zatanna's again? Okay, yeah, that does put her above Raven. I agree with that. Now I gotta check Zatanna. Okay, that makes so much more sense. First 2 castings increases the progress bar of all allies by 20%. I did say speed is king. Yeah, see, or Argent, 1966, same thing. That's not clear at all. It doesn't just fix her Achilles heel. It fixes her Achilles heel. She's adding damage because as you go through the bat, she gets more damage. So it's also helping her heal the team even more. Only reason why Zatanna's is better is because speed is king in all these kinds of games. That is so good. Okay. Well, no, you guys convinced me on that one. Okay, I was wrong on that. Let me go ahead and change that. I did not know that's how her ultimate. Now, what everybody says about Pandora makes so much more sense. I did not know that part of it. It makes so much more sense. Then that also means that I should take. Sorry, guys, I'm getting caught up. That also means that I should take. No, Raven, not you. Although be it maybe you, HP bonus attack. Why is that a thing? I guess it doesn't have anything better. Attack bonus. This needs to be attack bonus immediately. Like, this needs to be changed immediately. Who don't I care about? Superman OG? That's HP. Damn it. Poison Ivy, Air Beast. Oh, I gotta find an attack bonus piece. I need an attack bonus piece on her, like prontito. I need that now. Okay, I'm not gonna do all of this now, but please believe, if at all possible, by tomorrow she's gonna have an attack bonus piece on her. Thank you guys. That's really appreciated. Crit. Crit may not be a bad shout either. All the attack, but I don't have. I would have to. Well, I'm okay with losing HP. Put crit on her. So then the attacks hit harder. I don't know what her crit rate is at right now. Okay. What is her crit rate right now anyway, just so I know? 0%. She has no things. Alright. Damn. Okay. Alright. I did not see that. That should be clearer in some way. I know I'm blaming other people for me not knowing, but like that has to be clearer. That is definite. It's just me. That was not. Well, Argent said the same thing. That is not clear. Her as a Zatanna top 2 for sure. Yeah, for real. That was my miss. Oh, okay. Well, I did put her badge up as the next priority, right? Like she's the one that I'm working on for the tier 2. Yeah. So we can just keep doing this. I am okay with that. All right. Let's go back to Poison Ivy. Is what we were working on. That's really good. All right, tier 2. Increase the number of stacks of poison by 1. We like it. It ain't crazy. It don't go crazy. I think Starfire's is better. I think Starfire's is better. Because she's just straight up increasing damage and dispelling debuffs. Ocean Master is giving that stack. So I think, well, I mean, she's giving herself a buff or giving them another buff. Is that advanced attack attacking the entire? Is that the one that's? It's not attacking the entire row, right? It's just attacking. Oh no, it attacks 2 enemies. So I'm putting up 2 debuffs in that one attack, but Ocean Master is giving the protection there is a little bit more important. Green Arrow, 1 more again. HP percentage threshold required to trigger double crit rate increases to 40%. Decreases to 40%. The crit rate. We like the crit rate. Doubling the crit rate means a lot more damage. Judo Master. I can't believe I was missing that on Pandora. That's not better than that. Maybe it's not as good as I thought it was. Bane, Nightwing? Let's see Nightwing. Maybe it's not as good as I thought it was. This is every 3 times it's triggered though. And then Bane's is that decrease in attack or whatever. That's the first one. What's the second one again? Additionally adds 1 heal. Okay, so she is going to be right here. I'm still kind of like stuck on that Pandora thing. I'm trying to like move forward, but my brain is there right now. Let's just be real about it. My brain is there right now while I'm talking through this stuff. Um, so Poison Ivy. I put 2 attack, 2 crit, 2 heal on Pandora. Should I drop the crit? Pandora is why Mira works better on the front line with Aquaman as long as your alt order is right. In terms of the way that I'll work with her, and it's how I kind of did it with Flash, but even though Kid Flash, I should say, even though it's heal crit, is that I want as much attack on her as possible if her heals are based off of attack. The crit rate, and this is the argument that I had with this dude before about crit rate, but crit does mean you'll do some more damage, but it's a chance at doing more damage, whereas having the attack, damage. You would say 4 speed and 2 heal on Pandora. Huh. I'm going to do my attack bonuses first, and then I'm going to look at the sets later. But maybe it should be 4 speed. I don't know. I'm all kinds of insecure right now about Pandora. I'm going to have to look at her again. Okay, so let's finish up Poison Ivy here. I'm going to make a cup of coffee, check on my daughter. We'll do another like few minutes, and then I'll call it a video. Damage dealt by additional attacks increases to 40%. The effect is changed to affect all targets in the back row. So we're attacking an extra enemy here. The extra attacks now do 40% damage, so it's double the damage. So it's good, not great, but it's really good. Adding more poisons to everybody in the back. I'm guessing more speed than attack because she's trying to hurry up and get her advanced attack out there, right? So, Starfire, Ocean Master, Constantine, or Green Arrow. Not better than Green Arrows, I don't think. Because this is nuts. Starfire's was really good, if I remember correctly. Additional stack of burn, and then more damage. Her damage goes up to 40%. It's basically, and then she's attacking an extra character. Above or below Starfire, she's actually attacking another character, but Starfire was already doing that. Plus, she's increasing the damage more so. So we'll go here. As opposed to Judo Master just adding a debuff, we're good with that. We'll put Poison Ivy here. There needs to be a delineation because there's like a drop off after Poison Ivy. It goes like Poison Ivy still good, Starfire still good, Judo Master, Constantine is just like suck. Yeah, so the advanced attack. So let's double check the advanced attack on Pandora just because I'm so insecure about her now. She's like the cute girl at the party. I'm too shy to talk to her. Alright, so advanced attack. Grants the ally with the lowest proportion of HP, 1 stack of... Yeah, speed. Yeah, speed. I concur. I most definitely concur. Replace this. Yeah, Pandora finna get built. Love there was attack bonus. Damn it, damn it, damn it. But this is attack anyway. Let's see. Nah. I like Sinestro too much. Nah, homie. Okay. Speed. This one is on Starfire. I would be tempted to, and this one's on Lex. Boo, Lex. So what we're gonna do here is replace defense, and then replace. Alright, so first, next, Swamp Thing. Haha, it's tempted to seal that off. Swamp Thing. That's not a good sign for a legendary. I just got a bunch of randos here, so we'll just replace that. Helmet wise, we can put anything here. There's nothing like really spectacular. We'll just do that. And then we come back over here. Don't really care about HP bonus. This actually could go because it's just straight attack on Epic 2. What is this? Here, HP. Attack. We need a plan of attack. Okay, so I have a plan. Attack. Let's do this one, I guess. Because then I would say, you said what, 2 and then 2 heal crits. Let me look at heal crit real quick. Not a lot of there going on. HP, HP, and then of course that stays on Batman. HP and attack. But I'm not going to be able to complete the set here because I'm keeping this attack bonus piece. Unless I have an attack bonus piece that is heal crit, which, doubt it. So that stays. I don't care about keeping the HP thing per se, but smart money is on putting speed here and keeping HP. This can shift very easily, and I do not care about keeping those pieces there, but I'm just doing this for the time being. Let's make sure this is attack, though. Yo, wait, what? Okay, we'll do that. Replace. All right, so we'll keep it this way for now, and then I'll come back to it later. I actually run 4 speed on her, Aquaman, and Mira, so their advanced attacks are all popping off a lot. Works well with all the heals. Team's amazing. I'm hearing you. I'm picking up what y'all are putting down now. I'm definitely getting that. I'm definitely getting that. Okay, I pulled her once, so she's only rank 5. I think I'll swap the crit for speed for the time being. That way I know to decide between attack, speed later. I don't use her much at the moment. Well, if that given that heal thing, now I understand why they were saying that she is a better healer than Kid Flash. I don't know if I necessarily agree, but I do need to put some more resources into her and focus up on her. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my cup of coffee. I'm going to check with my daughter, and then I'll be back for like another 30 minutes or so. I'm not going to stay much longer. Yeah. That Pandora, dog, what are you doing? That's insane to me. That's so good. All right, let's go ahead and put on Elite Irina. Now watch, I end up being like the biggest Pandora fan. Anyway. This should be a battle to frustrate me. All right, so we'll do this. That stays there. And I will be back in a second. Okay, we got about 15 more minutes. So let's go ahead and try to get through as much of this as we can. Maybe like two more, I think. So we'll scoot past this real fast. We won that? Cool. And then next. Oh, we won that too. Cool. We'll take those dubs. Alright, so we'll push you away. We'll do a couple more tiers. I'm still like hung up on the Pandora thing. I can't wait to get back to it. As a matter of fact, let me check right here real fast. Evil Falls, do we have, see, what if you ended up being an attack percent piece? No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Go. Let's see what that ends up being. It's probably stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Where you at? 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 No. All right, here we go. So we just finished with Poison Ivy. We are now going to go to, we already did Pandora, Red Hood. Oh, this is gonna suck. Because Red Hood's badge is not good. I don't think so. At the start of battle, gain one stack of Frantic that lasts until the end of battle. So the Frantic is, so he's just going to gain 10% extra crit damage. So just 10% more crit. When it comes to that, the Batman damage, I'll take over that Judo Master. What is his again? Now it says last at the end of battle. Does that mean that it can't be dispelled? Like I can't purge it? This one, it's just extra duplication of. So I think I'll put Red Hood right below Batman. Hard to believe how much I've learned in the short time I've been sitting here. I'm learning too. That's like I've always said, like, read the comment sections. I'm not the end all be all content creators. Read the comment section, check out what other folks are saying. You get more information from the people watching 9 times out of 10 than from the people who are actually making the videos. We just provide a hub for information to like get gathered, but 9 times out of 10 the people who are watching know better than we do, at least in certain aspects. Like I'll have more overall knowledge, but when it gets to specific stuff, like more, there are gonna be guys out there who know more than me, just outright. When other allies deal a crit hit, your own chance of gaining a bullet increases by an additional 15%. So I get an additional bullet. I forgot what the bullet things even do. One sec. Increases crit damage by 10%. Oh. Dealing a crit hit just consumes 1 bullet. Up to 10 bullets can be equipped at a time. So I can increase this crit damage by 100, and each time an ally does a crit shot, wait, it says your own chance of gaining a bullet increases by 15%. What's the chance of me getting a bullet in the first place? I'm guessing it's a passive. Frantic increases to 2 stack, also additionally gains 4 bullets. When defeated, revives. Okay, so that's after defeat. At the start of battle, gain 1 stack of Frantic for 2 turns. When an ally deals a crit hit, 25% chance to gain 1 bullet. Got it. Okay. Do Mara badge for one of us, your last. Okay, I'll do Mara. Mara will be my last badge. I'll do Red Hood, I'll do Mara, then I'll sign off and I'll talk to you guys later. So, when an ally deals a critical hit, 25% chance to gain a bullet. The bullet gives us 10% more crit damage. Why do I keep going back like that? So it goes from 25% to 40%. So basically a coin flip of me getting 2 bullets as opposed to me getting just 25% chance. Good. That's good. It's okay. It's better than Poison Ivy, so let's be real. Judo Masters. Increased physical damage. I have a better chance at something versus I have something. So I'm going to put Red Hood here right above Poison Ivy. Okay. Next, tier 3 on his badge. I thought this was going to be, his badge ain't bad. It might be that I just didn't pay attention to badges enough. Alright, so at the start of battle, additionally increases the bullets gained by 4. So that means he's going to be gaining 8, so he's basically going to just start the battle. At start of battle, he gains 1 stack of Frantic. Start of battle, he additionally gains 2 bullets, so he'll be starting off with 6 bullets, so he just has a 60% increase in damage, crit damage. I like it. It's below Batman, it's below Green Arrow. It's below Starfire because Starfire just gains 55% damage, period, not crit damage. And why is crit damage not as good as just straight up damage? Because I know this is coming. The crit damage depends on crit rate. So you can get him up to 100% crit rate if you're building it right. Cool, I'm not saying that's not possible. However, in the meantime, in between time, I know I got this. I got to build crit towards that. So it's picking nits, but I'm gonna lean with Starfires over his for the time being. And then Poison Ivy, I think it was just additional poisons, right? Yeah, 40% increase. Yes, I would put him right below Starfire. That would be where I would see it going. So, Red Hood. Now let's do Mara's badge. Okay, and Mara's badge is something I do actually need to focus on because I am trying to take her up to rank 10 so that she can run with her hubby. This is all a mess. I got block, wait, is this attack or is this block? Like this is, her whole thing is a mess, but I haven't been running her that much, to be fair. So on her badge, it is the first one. While in the front row, Mara will gain 1 stack of Recuperate for 1 turn when her HP is sacrificed. While in the back row, she will gain 1 stack of Strong Attack for 1 turn when her HP is sacrificed. That's really good. I mean, there is the gate of sacrifice there. That makes sense now when I was running with Constantine. That is good though. Is it great? No, but is it good? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Fantastic? No. Let's check the Poison Ivy again, just because Poison Ivy's was nuts. 2 additional times. I really know if this is poisons or not. I really need to know that part of it. Nightwing. Increase basic rate by 15%. This is chance to block. So she's below that one. Ocean Master is an increased chance to counter. And Starfire's was Action Bar's King. Pandora. Like it's getting plopped down fast. Pandora. Noble Sacrifice, heal crit rate. I might put it above Pandora's. I really am hesitant on that Poison Ivy one now, though. Because I really want to know if it's additional poisons that get laid down. That's really starting to bug me now because I feel like maybe I got a little bit too eager and I put her up too high. Maybe she should be popped down a little bit more. Poison Ivy again. 2 additional attacks 2 additional times, each dealing equal to 60% damage. And then that attack does put down those poisons. I'm tempted to go look at this now. I'm tempted to go look at this right now just to see. Because I want to know, oh, is anybody doing anything right now? Who's up? Matter of fact, let's just go to arena. Nobody I can fight here. Yeah, sure, you work. Let's go there. Then we'll put in poison ivy. I really need to know if it's adding more poisons or not. Boop, boop, boop. I want to put in Swamp Thing for the win, but let's just do this and get Ocean Master back out there, because I don't want to have too many poisons out there, because then I get confused. Alright, so we're looking at Poison Ivy on her advanced attack. She's supposed to attack 2 additional times. She's slow as all get out. She's supposed to attack 2 additional times as 1 stack, and then increase to 2 stacks. So if she attacks 2 additional times and she puts out, and they end up with like 6 poisons, that stays basically in that slot. If not, it gets dropped. That's the idea here. So let's go, and I'll put it on slow-mo, aka 1x speed, to see if by the end of her turn they have 6 poisons, then we know what's up, or at least more than 2. Okay. Albeit, is she gonna... No, she'll get her turn before the ultimate pops off, because I don't have Kid Flash out there right now. This is slow, though. Is this about to kill Poison Ivy? No, okay, we're good. Don't care about really winning here. Just need to get that to happen. So she'll... Come on now. Yeah, the counter stuff is not as fun when it's on 1x, because they take their time on these animations. It looks like so. So she's about to do... She did her advanced attack, right? There's only 2 poisons out there. It says it attacks an additional 2 times. I ain't synced it. So we only get the 2 poisons. We're not getting a bunch of other poisons. Okay, so that drops this down. Good thing I checked that out. That drops this down. Okay. So then if it's only those 2 poisons, counter chance, Starfire. She may go below Mara now. So block chance, counter chance, Starfire's was... yeah, action bar. I keep going to that. I gotta remember action bar. And Mara's was the whole front row thing, which is good. She's attacking 2 more times for 40%. That's not that great. Pandora and Kid Flash. Noble Sacrifice, heal, crit rate. 40% attack, or 20% attack 2 times. Kid Flash. Trigger threshold. Aquaman and Mara's Kit's badge are built to sack teams, but all the heals in Constantine update doesn't feel like it's... That's what I was doing with the Bride. The first thing I thought of was Bride, Aquaman, Constantine, and then I can plop Mara in there now. And it's stupid. And it would be stupid. So the trigger for the HP threshold for his advanced attack. She's only doing 2 more. Like, her... The fact that there's no poison, her badge is dropped off, in my view. Bane, Batman. Down there with Judo Master? That really, really sucked a lot of air out of that. Yeah, okay, so we'll do right above Judo Master. That sucked a lot of air out of her momentum. Okay, so... Okay, so that is, wow, that knocked her down. Going down, down. All right, here we go. Next, on Mara's badge. So, we will have... Each time Mara's HP is sacrificed, her attack bonus is increased by 10%, max 40%, and damage reductions increase. What? That's really good. What? So wait, she gets some, okay, wait, what? Wait, okay, hold up. So if I'm using her with Constantine, but the 4th round, her attack is up by 40%, and her damage reduction is up to 20%. Okay. All right. She's increasing more. Well, that's overall damage, not just on his ultimate. So better than Batman's. Where's Pandora? Shoots 2 additional times. That gives us more heals. So I would say right here, right under Pandora, is where I would put Mara. Maybe I really do need to get her to rank 9 as fast as possible. Jeez. Okay, and then the last part of her badge is set. A duration of recuperating strong attack debuffs buffs increase to 2 turns. Damage reduction from Zebo Arbor increases to 70% when activated, while Mara's HP is below 35% of her max HP. This this makes me unhappy because there's 2 gates here. It's like one major gate. It'll be increased to 70% if her HP is below 35% while she's already in danger. The recuperates and the recuperating strong attacks buffs increase to 2 turns. Cool. That's still just for her though. No sacrifice for sure. Not for the win, but I mean, I am more convinced about the sacrifice teams now. Gotta have her in the front row with Aquaman. Think he gets her Zebo armor too. Yeah, because they have to be like literally next to each other side by side, and that's why I want her to be ranked 9 or 10 because she can't survive in the front row with him at rank 8, where I am in the game right now. Okay, so kind of a tier 3 to me. It's good, not great. This 35% like HP thing bothers me. The recuperating and strong attack lasting longer, that's good, but it's not going to be better than Batman, Green Arrow, Ocean Master, maybe not even better than Starfire. Red Hood gets crit damage, so it might be between Starfire and Red Hood. She gets an additional 55% attack. And Red Hood was like, he's just going to get like 40% crit damage, right? Because of more bullets. Yeah. So it might be right there in between them. No, Poison Ivy. See, Poison Ivy on my mind. This threshold bothers me. Alright, so I'm going to put it between Starfire and Red Hood. Alright, guys. So that's what I've done for the tier list so far. Next time I'm on stream, we will continue from Mara. I think next time, hopefully, we'll be done with it. But then there's all these other characters down here. I have to do 4, 9, 13, 14. 14 more to do. We are like 17 deep right now, so halfway there. Anyway, I'm off to go cook some Nutella French toast. You guys have a lovely Sunday or lovely Saturday night, depending on where you are. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it,